everyone. How's everyone doing? You guessed it. It's Nat's Live. Oh my goodness. Guess what, guys? Today's video is November budget with me. Yay! How exciting. I mean, really. It's November already. Can you believe it? November. Where did the time go? I mean, yeah, we know that, we went through COVID and all that other good stuff, but also, where did the time go? Before you know it, it's going to be Christmas, then New Year's, then back into a brand new year. But anyway, I divulge. Today's video is going to be November budget with me. I do want to start off by saying this channel, I really want to make it into something really cozy for everyone to come to, kind of just hang out and chill. Either you guys can pay attention, which I really would hope you would pay attention, or you guys could kind of leave me in the background and hear my sultry voice, or just hang out with me. Either way, I'll be more than happy. Please like, subscribe, and definitely share. So let's get into it. Today's candle, which is actually going to be candle of the week, is Sand and Fog Island Orchard. I hope you guys can see that. I'm pretty sure it should be in the frame. Sand and Fog Island Orchard. As you guys can see, I have been burning this. I really love this candle. First of all, it's nice and big, like you guys see. I've been burning it. And all in there, I've been definitely burning this thing. It's a very Caribbean-y smell. I'm not really good with notes and stuff like that. It's a very clean Caribbean smell. It's not an overpowering candle. Like, I mean, I could put it in my living room and it'll pretty much smell up my whole living room and I'll love it and I'll be perfectly fine. I actually need to fire it up because what's having a candle of the week if you don't fire up the candle? Like, does that make any sense? So I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. All right, guys, we are back. I went ahead and I hope this is in the frame. I went ahead and lit our candle of the week. So now let's get down to business. November, guys. Gosh, November. Woo. So here we go. So what I've already done is I've already put everything pretty much in here because as much as I like to write, which I love writing, like I love me a good pen and piece of paper, give me that any day over like trying to scribble on my phone. Honey, I'd rather write it down. So I went ahead and I started with the month. As you guys can see, I've already highlighted my 2 paydays. Now, if you're new to this channel, I am a low income, zero-based budgeter. So pretty much saying, aside from my buffer that I do have in my account, just in case of anything, God forbid, I pretty much bill out everything. I bill out everything, pay all my bills, and pretty much every single dollar has a job. I've actually learned that from a couple of channels, that every single dollar should have a job, because the last thing that you want is for your money to just be floating around in the air and having a problem swiping, and nobody's got time for that, honey. No one. Okay, so I have 2 paydays in this particular month. Last month was so much fun. I had 3 paychecks, but I won't tell you what I did with my first paycheck. That was kind of like all me. And, I wasn't ready to come to YouTube and start my journey with you guys yet. So I wanted to start fresh with you guys. So I'm doing November. So let's get back on topic. We have 2 paydays, which is the 12th and the 26th. Now, pretty much I need for my paycheck to pretty much cover everything that goes on in here. Don't worry about these 2. These 2 were covered by October. And like I said, I wasn't really ready to come onto YouTube to start my journey with you guys yet. So my last October paycheck already took care of these 2, which is my Bank of America credit card and my Netflix, which is $13.99. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you guys the actual amounts and stuff in another clip when I actually break down everything, but we'll get into all that. So, okay, so our next payday is going to be November 12th, which is going to take care of our life insurance, which is mine and my husband's, and I'm going to take care of my Capital One credit card. that paycheck is going to pretty much also cover my car insurance, which covers 2 cars. Um, I'll get into that amount. I just kind of really want to let you guys know like what exactly each paycheck is really going to be covering. So again, this 12th paycheck is going to be covering our car insurance, two cars, our optimum internet, which, my gosh, when we get closer and more divulge into things and talk more regularly, we're going to have to talk about these cable bills, because I don't even have cable and I'm just internet and I'm paying way too much. So if you guys can give me like some ideas and stuff of how to like maybe cut this down, that I'd be most appreciative. The next thing that it needs to cover is our car payment. We do have one car right now, believe it or not. We have one car payment that we're paying down, which is also going to be a part of our debt snowball, but we're going to get into that one too. Then the next, along with this paycheck, it needs to cover my student loans, and it needs to cover an HSBC backed debt one that I'm really trying to get rid of. And it's also going to cover my son's school tuition. Okay, then we're also going to get paid again on the 26th, which that one now needs to cover life insurance again, because the way that they do it, they take it out every single time I get paid. What do you do? They take out an amount. So that's always going to be the first thing that comes out. Every single payday, it's always going to be that life insurance, which again is mine and my husband's. So that paycheck is going to end up covering my son's 529, which is a college fund that I have for him, and also his life insurance and his health insurance and my phone bill. It's usually the last bill, which is not a lot pretty much goes on there, but it's just mostly for Jaden. So now that we've gone over pretty much the whole month of November, structured bills, like these bills have to get paid. It's a must and a necessity. I want to now go over and break down with you guys the amounts and also other things that my paycheck does have to go through. So stay tuned. Okay, guys. So now, like I was telling you guys, I don't think you probably could see if I put it too far over here. Like I was telling you guys, the 12th is our payday. So I've gone ahead actually and kind of written down all of my bills and pretty much put in the amounts. Now, you guys would have to tell me as we go further along in this wonderful channel of ours if you guys really want me to sit down here and write out the actual everything with you. I have no problem doing that. Like I told you, I love to write. So you guys let me know, or if maybe you guys like this more, like just, putting the names down and having pretty much everything here already for you. You guys let me know. This is our channel. So again, let me know down in the comments if you're like, hey, I'd rather see you write it out. That way I know you're accurate, or I know you're accurate. Or if you just rather just see it one time and done. So pretty much this is actually going to be my 1 week. I made this kind of a scale. Now I did kind of cheat off of someone, in the budget community, which, okay, quick side note. What I really want to do in one of these, I want to make an envelope of giving back. I'm not quite sure what I want to call it yet. Maybe like Budget Guru gives backs or Etsy give backs or something like that. As I get further along, as I, progress and as I make more money and as I stuff more, I want to give back, because I feel like in this community, it's best when people share stuff. Right now, I'm really, really small. A lot of my income is basically to go towards, bills and my actual personal sinking incomes that I really need to, sinking funds, I should say, that I really need to get going. So that is actually going to be one big goal of mine, aside from like my emergency fund and everything like else. That is also going to be a really big goal of mine. So let's divulge, and let's jump into this. Okay. So our paycheck, now these amounts are pretty much variable. I'm not going to divulge all my information because that's just not secure. But my paycheck and definitely the extra income, which we all know for children right now, it depends on how old your child is, really, of the amount that you get. So my paycheck is pretty much going to be an estimate. from what I know of, but I'm pretty positive I usually get a little bit more because I do some overtimes and stuff like that where different projects need me and I have no choice, but I have to stay. So my actual will usually be a little bit more than my estimated, but we're definitely going to come back and fill in all of this other stuff and, kind of keep it going and calculated. So my estimated paycheck is $1,286.69. For this particular paycheck, that extra $250, which always comes on the 15th, is going to fall within my timeline. Remember, guys, this paycheck is what we have to make sure we pay for things. And since this, I hope it's in the frame, since on the 15th is when we get the child tax credit, it's going to end up being there. So it is a part of my income. Altogether, it should be $1,536.69. With this wonderful $1,536.69, like I said before, we have to pay our car payment, our car insurance, our life insurance, our credit card, Jaden's tuition, cable, student tuition, and HSBC bill. I do have 2 cruises that I do have to pay for that I hope I'll be able to go on. Jaden's college fund and good old Metro card, because if I can't get to work, I can't make the money. Correct? Correct. So let's go ahead and we can do the calculations. Oh, I actually already did the calculations, so that's part of it. Oh, that's great. So with all of that being said, all of these bills come up to $1,209.86. Now, what I didn't do with you guys is I didn't take out the money. So 1,536.69 minus 1,209.86 leaves us with a balance of 300. I don't think I'm supposed to turn the paper like that, right, guys? All the gurus, they don't turn their paper. Okay, so I'm sorry. Maybe when I get a little bit better, I'll be able to not turn the paper. Okay, so that leaves us with $326.83. Now, we do have cash envelopes like everybody does, which is going to include groceries, gas, eating out / restaurant, personal, and good old Jaden. I don't know if it took, I'm pretty positive that you guys probably figured it out by now. Jaden is my son, 9 years old, requires a lot, but doesn't really require a lot. I can guarantee you out of this $20, I'll probably only end up spending about $8 because all he really wants is pizza. Now, don't get me wrong. This $529 is his college fund, which is his money that I put away for college because he's definitely going, or if he decides he wants to do trade school, whatever his heart desires, that's where his money is going to. And then he has this small little cash envelope of $20 for basically whatever he wants to do, whether it be pizza or, oh goodness, the phone died. Oh well. Oh goodness, the phone did die. So we're gonna, oh, no. Here we go. Got a calculator. Ooh. Like I was saying, for anything that he wants, usually it's pretty much pizza. Like pizza is like $4 with pepperoni. That's pretty much all that he wants, unless he wants like a slushie or something. But anyway, that $20 is pretty much for him. Personal is really for me, which I really don't end up using it too much because unless it's gonna be like a Starbucks coffee or something like that, I really won't be using any money. Eating out is pretty much for the weekends when he wants Chinese food. Or if me and my husband decide to say, oh, let's go have a drink or something, which we usually really don't because we kind of like buy like our own liquor and, we make, cute little drinks or whatever. I'll buy some wine. And, well, girl. So that's pretty much for that. So since now let's tally this up. That's what we have to tally up. So 50 plus 40 plus 40 plus 20 plus 20. And don't worry, guys, I do plan on getting a better calculator. I'm just waiting for it to come in through Amazon. So I've decided that I'm going to actually it's a green one. I think Taylor Budgets, I believe that's the one that she uses. I believe it's her. I could be wrong. There's so many that I look at that I admire so much, which is, because of the mom life. It's because of her why I actually really started my channel, guys. She is so supportive. It's like unbelievable how supportive she is. Great person. Please go check out her channel. Look at me, a small channel telling her a big channel to go check out her channel. So anyway, all of this came to $170. So now 326.83 minus 170. We have a whopping that's left over, right? 156.83 left over. Look, guys, I did it straight. So, okay. So now here goes with the sinking funds. All right, let's talk about this vacation. Now, my parents decided to drop on me that they wanted to do a vacation to Tennessee. And because usually the type of person I am, I like to save a little bit more for it. But the time when they dropped it on me, it was a little bit too close in time. So a big number has to go towards this vacation. Now, this vacation envelope, which I'll show you in another video when we're actually like stuffing, is going to be consistent of food and the actual tickets and stuff. I'm not really going to have to put anything towards like hotels or anything like that. That's basically what this credit card, this $99 for. I'm putting that on my credit card. That way I won't have any problems when I get over there. Because, you know, with God forbid, which I don't want us to cancel this trip, that we actually have to cancel the trip. It's already on my credit card. If the hotel decides to do something crazy, I leave it to the credit card, let them know, listen, we never went, I canceled, blah, blah, blah. You guys take care of it. But pretty much this 150 is going to be for food and for tickets. So I have to put $150 in there. And considering that I have left over, well, I'll do this right here. Here you go, 156 altogether. I know that I'm going to have $6 left over. I'm putting it in my emergency fund, guys. We have to grow this emergency fund. It is so important that we get this emergency fund going, because just like how COVID came around, it scared everyone. Everyone was pretty much unprepared. Everyone was unprepared. Whether, you know, you're a budgeter person, you were still either mentally unprepared or physically unprepared or maybe financially unprepared. Thank God me and my husband were still able to, you know, have a job, and we feel terrible for those who weren't able to still be employed or even lost their lives. But we were not prepared. We, thank God, had a little bit in savings, and thank God, you know, still had our income, but we really weren't prepared. So that's kind of also why I started this channel, was to kind of secure myself and put myself out there that, Tosh, you really need to like get it together, girl. Get an emergency fund. So an emergency fund is something we're going to have to bulk up. So again, this vacation and this emergency fund all came up to $156. What we had left over was $156.83. So we actually have left over 83 cents. Now, when you get down to this bottom part here where it says debt, I kind of started my debt, but I kind of didn't start my debt. Certain things I am paying off. As you can see here, this HSBC debt, and also my credit card to me is debt. We're not going to really dig into this until the beginning of next year, January. So I'm going to leave that for that. Now, I did kind of start some of these savings challenges, and I'm having so much fun with them. They're hilarious when I look at other people's shows, other people's YouTubes and stuff, and how they made the 100 envelopes, which I made 100 envelopes, which was so much fun, but still a lot of work, girl. Like I said, which also tunes into, I want to make an envelope of giving back, because honey, I don't want to do things like this. I'd rather pay one of my good YouTube people and you guys make it and send it to me. But for right now, I got to do it by myself. So anyway, considering that this is a really small income, and because a lot of it goes towards this vacation thing, I'm going to have to kind of go back a little bit on the savings challenges. So nothing is going to be for the 26 week. Nothing is going into the $5. And nothing right now that I have planned and budgeted is going to go into the $100 envelope. The zero out, which I think some of you kind of already know if you've been in this community a lot, is a zero out. You basically put in the last 3 digits of your account. So let's say if you're getting paid, hopefully if the editing Tosh knows how to do this, she'll put up a little bit of an explanation over here for you. But if not, you put in the last 3 digits of what's left in your account. So let's say you have $106.20 left in your account. you would either take out the $6.20 out of your account and put it towards a savings account or a mortgage account or something else account, something that you want to save for. So you would take out the last 3 digits and put it over into an account. Now, I'm pretty positive that the way I just did this, nothing is going to be there. So I'm going to put a 0. Now, remember, guys, like I said, I'm a zero-based budgeter, so I shouldn't have nothing left over from what I am budgeting for. I also said that I do overtime a lot, and so my income is going to be varied. So what's going to end up happening is when I do get my actual number, we'll put the number there. We already know $250 is going to be coming in from good old government for the child tax. So we know that, and then we'll have this amount. All right, guys, I think that is pretty much it. Oh my goodness, that was pretty fast. I don't think that was long at all. Well, anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in to the channel. Thanks for tuning in with this November budget with me. I can't wait for the next video when we get some money and we'll be able to go ahead and stuff some of these things. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Bye-bye.